Anna was a 24-year-old teacher from a small town in the Philippines. She lived a quiet life, surrounded by her close-knit family and friends. Even though she was content with her career and loved her community, there was a part of her that longed for something more, an adventure, or perhaps, love. Johan, on the other hand, was a 27-year-old financial controller from Sweden. Living in Stockholm, his life was filled with work, weekends spent in nature, and the occasional coffee shop visit with friends. He had been in a few relationships, but nothing ever felt right. He was introspective and thoughtful, someone who believed that love couldn't be rushed or forced, it had to happen naturally. One evening, after a particularly long and tiring day, Anna decided to sign up for an international dating app. It was something she had hesitated to try before, but with her friends constantly nudging her, she finally gave in. Johan, also somewhat skeptical of online dating, had signed up out of curiosity, hoping to meet someone with different perspectives on life. As fate would have it, the app matched Anna and Johan. Anna was intrigued by Johan's profile, his love for nature, photography, and his calm demeanor all resonated with her. Johan, in turn, found himself captivated by Anna's kind smile, her passion for teaching, and the stories she shared about her life in the Philippines. They began chatting, and before they knew it, their conversations became more frequent and longer, spanning time zones and topics. From sharing stories about their cultures to discussing their favorite books, they quickly found themselves looking forward to each message, each call. Over the next few months, they grew close. The distance didn't matter as much anymore. Anna would send Johan photos of her hometown, the beautiful beaches, and the festivals. Johan would send pictures of his weekend hikes in the Swedish forests and lakes. They introduced each other to their worlds, and in doing so, they felt connected despite the 6,000 miles between them. However, like any long-distance relationship, there were challenges. There were times when they couldn't talk due to the time difference. Moments of doubt when they wondered if this was truly feasible, and the natural fear of the unknown future. But every time, they chose to communicate. They never let the silence stretch too far, and they always talked through their concerns. After nearly a year of constant communication, they decided it was time to meet in person. Johan booked a flight to the Philippines, both excited and nervous about the reality of meeting Anna face to face. Anna, too, was filled with anticipation. What if the connection they had online didn't translate in real life? What if things felt different? When Johan stepped out of the airport and saw Anna waiting for him, all those fears vanished. They embraced, and in that moment, it felt like they had known each other for years. Their first meeting was everything they had hoped for and more. Johan stayed for 3 weeks, during which they explored the Philippines together. Johan met Anna's family, who welcomed him with open arms. They laughed over dinner, shared stories, and bonded despite the language barrier. Johan, who had never imagined feeling so at home in a foreign land, was deeply touched by the warmth of Filipino hospitality. After that trip, they knew their relationship was worth fighting for. Over the next 2 years, they visited each other several times, alternating between Sweden and the Philippines. Each trip deepened their bond. They learned each other's cultures, tasted each other's favorite foods, and even started learning each other's languages. Anna practiced Swedish while Johan picked up some Tagalog phrases.